Alright, hey, Shalom, ahchyam. Before I start this video, I'd like to give all praises, honors, and glories unto the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Alright, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Alright, I'd also like to give double honors unto the apostles and unto the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. I'd also like to give a sincere salutations out there unto you, ahchyam, unto Dakim, that after teaching this word is sincerity and faith. Alright, to you, I say shalom. I'd also like to give a sincere shalom to hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, the sincere ahchyam, Akwat, that watch our videos and make them as well. The name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the word really calls Yahweh or Jehovah. His name is He exists, or He's the existing one. He's the Ancient of Days, the Holy One of Israel. And Israel consists of the Israelites, okay? You so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, okay? Israel is a people before there's a place, and if you descend from those people on your dad's side, according to your dad's lineage, going back, you are an Israelite, okay? And you're in your captivity right now. Babylon the Great is spoken of in Revelations, the 17th and 18th chapter, and Yahweh's Son is going to come deliver us, whose real name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai, for the word really calls Jesus the Christ, G meaning earth, Sus meaning pig, okay? How could that be the name of our Hebrew Messiah? If it's a Latin name, that means earth pig, okay? It's an idol, okay? You know, so his name is Yahweh Shai, and it means he saves, he delivers. He's the deliverer, the redeemer of Israel. When you call upon your power, you must say Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Ba meaning in, Ha meaning the, Sha meaning name. Yahweh Shai, because scriptures state that Yahweh Shai said that he is the way, the truth, and the life, and that no man may come to the Father but through him. John 14 and 6. So today's lesson is going to be going about how important it is to keep your faith and stay strong during these last days, man, because a lot of shit is going to get loose, a lot of shit is going to happen, a lot of things are going to be going on. It's important that you have complete faith and trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to be able to maneuver and go on through Jacob's trouble, knowing that why Yahweh shall have your back, man. You know, always. So this is why we have to keep pushing, keep fighting, and keep believing, man, because our labor is not in vain. All right, we're fighting, for an everlasting kingdom, and we're fighting for new bodies, spiritual powers, and for everything that we've ever hoped for. Okay. First Corinthians 15 and 47. The first man is of the earth, earthy. The second man is out of one from heaven, as is the earthy, such as is the earthy, such are they also that are earthy, as is the heavenly. Slovakia. Such are they also that are heavenly. And as we have borne the image of the earthy, we shall also bear the image of the heavenly, okay? Meaning what? We're gonna get spiritual powers and be like angelic beings down here. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of the Most High, neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I shew a mystery, we shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed, okay? Meaning that we will not all die, because we don't your body dies, but your spirit don't, okay? It's like you're going to sleep, okay? Because you're never really dead, okay? You reincarnate, okay? Your spirit is put into a different body, okay? So we shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed, okay? Meaning that everybody that makes it in the chariots is all going to be changed. And even when you come back in the kingdom with a golden spoon in your mouth, okay, you're going to be changed, okay? See, majority of the prophets in these times will not die. In the moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed, meaning that the dead are going to be made immortal, okay? In the time of when the nuclear missiles are launched, yep, That's when Yahushua and the chariots are going to be beaming up the elect and the remnant, okay? And we're going to be changed, okay? Whose corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality, okay? We're going to be made immortal, and we're going to have the law such as inward and commandments put in our inward parts, okay? We're going to get new bodies, be immortal, okay? Have an everlasting kingdom. So when this corruptible shall put on incorruption, and this mortal shall put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory, okay? And sin are the wages of death, okay? So death and sin are swallowed up in the victory of Yahweh's return, man. And us fighting the good fight of faith, okay? O death, where's thy sting? O grave, where's thy victory? The sting of sin is of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. But thanks be to the Most High, which give us the victory through our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach. See, that's the spirit. Okay, because I didn't even know that this verse is going to say that, but we achieve victory, we achieve repentance and covering for our sin and grace through Yahweh Shai Mashiach, who came to die for us. You know, John 3:16. For Yahweh Bashmi Shai loved the world of Israel so much that he gave his only begotten Son for us, man. His only Son to come die for us, because that's how much he loved us. Okay, so that we may be forgiven through his blood. Okay, therefore, my beloved brethren, be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of Ha'adawan, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain of Ha'adawan, man. You know, Daniel 2:44, this also we're fighting for the kingdom of heaven. In the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. Meaning that the kingdom of heaven is going to be on earth, and is going to break down and consume all the other kingdoms that are in rule at the time. The Edomite rule the kingdoms, and the various other heathen nations ruling their kingdoms in their land. Okay, and it's going to last forever and ever, and ever and ever. Okay, kingdom of heaven spoken of in I believe Revelation is the 21st chapter, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, you know. But we have to endure, we have to fight for all these things, man. Because if we come to serve Yahweh Shemiah, we have to prepare our soul for temptation. Sirach 2:1, my son, if thou comes to serve Adawan, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in the time of trouble. Meaning don't run away and don't give in to the world and to the demons when you're faced with adversity in the truth. Because Hebrews, the 12th chapter, talks about how Yahweh Shem Yahshua chasteneth and give hardships unto his sons that he loved. Okay, verse 3. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. What's brought upon thee, take cheerfully. You know, as Apostle Har likes to say, you have to learn to love suffering, okay? Because it's ultimately to better you and to build you up as a man, to build you up as a soldier for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, okay? You know, because we're gonna have to gird up our loins as men, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to call for us, and we have to answer, okay? Be patient when thou art changed to a low estate, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Okay? Believe in him, and he will help thee, or thy way aright, and trust in him. Ye that fear ought to one, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall. Right? Wait for Yahweh Shai's mercy. Wait for the hell to subside, man. Wait for the situation to subside, man. Wait for Yahweh Shai to have mercy upon you, okay? And go not aside lest ye fall. Fall into what? Fall back into the world, into temptation, into sin, man. Fight the good fight of faith. Verse 8. Ye that fear Adawan, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear Adawan, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. And we're going to need mercy, okay? And we're going to need good in the times to come, man. Okay? So like, it's the time with Jacob's trouble coming soon. You know, it's going to be a dark winter, okay? Pray that your flight be not in the winter nor on the Sabbath day, man. And I was referring to 70 AD when it was written. But shit, it's happening right now, okay? Pray that your flight be not in the winter. Verse 10, look at the journeys of old and see. Did ever any trust in how Adawana was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Whom did he ever despise that called upon him? For Yahweh Shai is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, and very pitiful, and forgive his sins and save it in the time of affliction. So let's watch this video. Port of Los Angeles. I live in San Pedro, right by the Port of Los Angeles, man. And I know for a fact that this stuff over here is bad. So a lot of cargo is just backed up, and I've been noticing that since I moved over here in February, man.
This is Dabu 7. I've been talking about the shelves getting thinned out and the boats sitting out in the water. Well, we have something happening here going into motion where they're saying that for the next 90 days in some of these instances, a lot of the ports and companies are going to be going into a 24/7 operation. Now, it seems that this regime has been hearing the gripes and moans of people to an extent to where they're finally going to do something. And if you didn't know, there was a record amount of container ships that were at anchor out here off the coast of California, the ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach. 80 container ships at anchor and 64 at berths. In
And this is all planned. This is all staged, man. Okay? This is planned. They want this to happen. Okay? They've been planning this. Okay? Because I remember watching the video talking about the higher ups that all these places are getting orders to not bring that stuff in, man. They doing this shit on purpose. But ultimately, it's the will of Yahweh Shem Shai that they're even thinking about causing a famine and Slakia and causing a famine and not allowing food to come in through these ports and through these trucks, man. Because why? Proverbs 21:1, man. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh Shem Shai. As rivers of water, he turneth the will to serve you he will. So ultimately, this is the will of Yahweh Shem Shai. Because these kings are doing the will of the Lord, okay?
these areas, all holding goods, and they have been for some time, and it's been part of a massive orchestration.
For some time, man, I'm telling you, I've been noticing this since the beginning of this year in February when I moved over here to San Pedro, which is by the Port of Los Angeles. Okay, I be seeing it. I've been to Cabrillo Beach, which also has some cargo ships backed up in the water. Can't even swim like that because there's ships out there in the beach, man. It's bad. Okay, it's just setting the stage up for Jake.